said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome to the Big House, home of the Michigan Wolverines. As we'll see a squad from the Pac-12, the Arizona State Sun Devils, taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Wolverines will get us underway with the opening kickoff. He'll bring it out. It's Davis. Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Tackle was made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
They'll give it to the back. And he runs into a wall, maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's fourth down. The Sun Devils will call on their punt team. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. And nobody able to handle that punt. They'll let it bounce and roll out of bounds. Scanning the field, it's Bland. Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. And he was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
Punch it out of the air.
Plays are going to break down, but that never seems to affect this quarterback. He's so athletic and so fast. He's able to avoid the pass rush, get himself on the perimeter, and now he's just using his God-given ability and his arm talent to make big-time throws.
Bring in the heat. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be third down.
Well, he did what he was coached to do, and he threw it away, but you can see he's frustrated with himself. He knows he's one of the fastest quarterbacks in the country, and I think he's wishing he had that play back, because he might have been able to take off and scramble, and who knows what could have happened for the offense.
Wants to throw it. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And that's where they'll mark him, but a chunk play, and they pick up a first down.
And it's on third downs like this, if you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Wants to go up top. Makes the catch, and he will score! Touchdown, Michigan!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards.
And that's why they got to keep running the football, man, because play action is going to be a big part of this game plan. You've got to get this tight end over the middle of the field vertically and give him an opportunity, because you just saw how dangerous he is after the catch.
And the defense makes the stop after a minimal.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Tight end finds a soft spot. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. What that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play call.
Big noise in the big house for this huge third down play. Snap it to the back. And the ball's loose in the backfield. Oh, and he gets it back, so you can file that one under. Could have been worse.
What a lucky break for the right.
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. A couple of yards short of the first down in your own territory, but they are going to go for it on 4th. Hauls it in, the first down and more. And not much of a fourth down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense.
This is one of the reasons why I like this wide receiver. He's strong after the catch. 4th down, catches the slant, breaks the tackle, and gets upfield to pick up extra yards.
Wants to go up top on first down. Finds the big tight end. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
And you got to love the versatility of the big fella. You can put him in the box and let him block big defensive linemen, or you put him in the slot and you throw him the football and have success.
Gonna run it. It's Flowers. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Throws for the tight end. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires on the move. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Back to pass, it's Bland. Oh, they're after him! And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And that's a really good job by this defense, a complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. Here's a heat. It's caught downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Running back searching for a hole. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. And he picks up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit. The Wolverines are moving quickly down the field. Give to the running back. Knocked down at the 35 after a pickup of 3. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. To the air, it's Bland. Right down the middle. Finds a man on the right. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Man, this defense, they have got to get better in coverage if they want to get off the field anytime soon. You keep defending like that, this offense might hang 50 on you by the end of the game.
He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Now the play fake. Here comes the heat. He just tossed that one out of bounds. You avoid the sack, you avoid the turnover. You've got more plays here on third down.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
Bend don't break by the defense, right? They've allowed a lot of big plays, but here in the red zone, great job in coverage on that third down, and now the offense is in an interesting situation.
Smashes it between the uprights. And now the lead's extended a little further. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, got a final score in a big top 25 matchup today. Ohio State looked dominant in a victory that was never really in question. That offense had zero problem putting up points, not unlike the days of Stroud and Fields and so many greats before them. Really unexpected outcome in this ranked-on-ranked matchup. The type of loss, guys, that'll get the attention of even a good football team.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. They really need to find a way to generate some kind of offense down 10-0.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Wants to fire on second down. Sets up the screen. At the 35, he's loose. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. And here comes the offense on second down. Back to pass. Get it out on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
Well, they're trying to set up the screen pass to the running back, just nowhere to go after he caught the football. The defense completely swarmed around him, and that's a loss.
To throw, and he needs a bunch. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up. And the Sun Devils will bring the punt team onto the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He's got it near midfield. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the other. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Back to throw, it's Bland. Unloads to the right. A strike downfield. Ball is loose. And the ball will bounce out of bounds on the fumble.
Well, they got a really nice drive going on offense. They're on their opponent's side of the field, but you're not going to come away with any points if you turn it over. They've got to do a better job of ball security. Very, very lucky that ball went out of bounds.
They go to the ground. Turning it on! He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run.
Man, this is a guy who just seems to get better as the game goes on. What a run getting his offense down close to the goal line.
So nice creating explosive runs in the run game. Now you're getting in the red inside the 5. Go punch this in and get a touchdown.
And he gets it back to the 4-yard line and no farther. They'll give it another shot on second and goal from the 4. Next going for the goal line. And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown Wolverines. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. They've got nothing done so far, and they already find themselves in a 3-possession hole, Jesse.
Yeah, and as a head coach, you're wondering, what didn't I say? What didn't I do to get my team ready to go? Because we look like we're sleepwalking at this point.
Yeah, nothing went well in the first quarter. You just say refresh. Like, let's try to find a way now. Chip into this lead. Try to make it somewhat manageable when you get to the half.
They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
In the slant route, you got to put that foot in the ground and cut in a hurry so you can create a little bit of separation from that cornerback, and a nice job with the concentration, plucking that football, pulling it in.
And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a baller.
Makes the grab on the left. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. Well, they were counting on winning the one-on-one battle. They got the completion, but the yardage didn't work out.
Yeah, and a lot of times, man, that's what I do on the short yardage situation. 3rd and short, make my guy fall forward for a couple yards. try to get the first down, but it was a good tackle, and the receiver got absolutely nowhere after the catch.
This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. The Sun Devils are moving quickly down the field. The give on the option. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Fires to the wideout. On target to the left. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Got his man quickly. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Well, the tight end shows off his speed. You see his ability there to separate from the defender trying to cover him on that drag route.
They'll throw it from the red zone. Touchdown, Sun Devils! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
Man, I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the air. It's Bland. He's got him. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
And the Wolverines with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. He fires one deep over the middle. Makes a grab down the middle. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Michigan!
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They add insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. They'll start this drive with a pass. Caught over the middle. It's Flowers. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up 2nd and short. And the Sun Devils are in the hurry up. Second down, they'll go to the air. He's open on the right. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. To the air on first down. It's complete. Oh, he got loose. Across the 50-yard line on the huge pickup, and he's out of bounds at the 45. The Sun Devils with the 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Fires left. Good route on the comeback, and he makes the catch. Inside the 25, stopped at the 24. Clock will stop to move the chains. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. It's now 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Throwing right. Got him downfield. Touchdown, Arizona State! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
We needed that. They needed to punch the ball in the end zone. They needed to cut this to a 2-score game, and they needed some positive momentum. Something going well, something to point to at half to say, guys, we got a chance. That drive, they put it together. Nice job by this offense.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish things up with a dart from 24 yards out. So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the 1st half. To throw, it's Bland. Uncorks one. Found the spot in the defense. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half, maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking downfield on 1st down. They're working that left side. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33. And in the closing moments of the 1st half, they'll try to put a 3 spot on the board. And he's going to reach for a long one and have to guide it in from the left side, 51 yards out. Right down the boulevard. And now the lead is even bigger. 1st half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Sun Devils will boot it away to start the 2nd half. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. They had this lead to start the 3rd quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did.
There he goes! And it looked as if he might take that one all the way to the house. Just ran out of a little steam, and the defense finally got him.
And right there you see the key to this football team's success. Not just offensively, they rip off explosive plays. That's why they've been winning games here as of late. They can get chunks at a time. They've got playmakers all over the field.
Just gets rid of the football, nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that 1st half, so in the 3rd quarter they come out and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Wolverines. Follow the blocker. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Arizona State has the ball back, and the offense making its way onto the field. Last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They've clearly found that dude. They score here, we're in for a ball game.
Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the right. How about this senior picking up some yardage and making a nice play on that one?
Well, when you're throwing these comeback routes, man, the timing has got to be so good between the two of them because you know the ball is going to be in the air a long time. You can't throw it late. It's going to get picked. That time, really nice job getting it out early, and the receiver doing a nice job on his route so that the ball was right on him as soon as he turned around.
Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down.
And offensively, I love running these drag routes. I mean, these are the routes that, whether it's zone, whether it's man, they're so successful. It's just about seeing what the defense is doing and getting it to them in open space. Nice job. The wide receiver has some space after the catch, able to go make extra yards. Nice pitch and catch.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
David, you're the analyst. I'll defer to you, but it was as if he saw cover one and says, I'm attacking downfield.
I like that. You should always defer to me in all situations, but exactly right. See the safety. Now I know the outside third of the field is mine. It's a one-on-one matchup with the corner. I like my guy. He likes him for a reason because he just made a big play for him.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. Fast, physical, and disruptive. Michigan has a rich and storied history of guys up front who can make life miserable for a quarterback.
Just dudes. I mean, guys that win matchups. Guys that, you know, if it's going to be a pass rush on the outside, one-on-one on a tackle, they can go get him at the defensive end spot. We can mention names, and Hutchinson recently, one of the higher picks in the NFL draft, but always guys that play the same way.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. They'll send out the kicker here. The holder's going to line it up right at the 30. This will be a 40-yard field goal attempt. He got it. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Kentucky is in trouble right now, and unless something drastic changes, we're looking at Wildcat on the menu tonight in Lexington. They're trailing by 32 to South Carolina. We'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Comes the Michigan offense. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. Ready? Let's go! Off play action on first down. Makes the catch. Oh, he's got some space. They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Gashing the knee on the right. Touchdown, Michigan! And the punishment has been extended.
I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that. And he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners. When he kicked it in gear, he got the long touchdown.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. You want to see quick strike ability? It was epitomized there. 2 plays, 80 yards, touchdown on the board. He'll bring it out. It's Davis. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now they move the ball.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And that's a really good job by this defense being dialed in. You got a big lead. You know exactly what's coming. This offense is going to have to make some explosive plays down the field. They were ready, they were disciplined, and made a good play on the football.
What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go? After the incompletion, they go back up top. Looking down the middle. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year.
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his first interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team.
Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. The running back has it. Inside the 30. He's loose down the middle. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Wolverines.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they tacked on the extra point. What a way to send a message. Huge play in the running game. 1 snap, and you've got a touchdown on the board. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Fielded in the end zone. It's Davis. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Arizona State has the ball back and the offense making its way onto the field. He threw a pick the last time they had it. Now they have to take care of the football. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Finds his big tight end.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Hauls it in. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll put it in play from the 27, first down. They'll leave it with the lone back. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here.
They just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
They're setting up the screen. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
Moves around to clear up the vision. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment.
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced in a freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown a couple picks earlier in the game. That scramble right there, he's got to get down. He's got to take care of himself and slide. Great job, nice athleticism, good decision to take off scrambling and help his offense, but you really are seeing his inexperience shine through here.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Gonna sling it on second down. A shot toward the end zone. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. On third down, he drops to throw. Complete to the right. They make the stop, but barely, and they might need to regroup as we have come to the end of the third quarter. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. Final stands in the game, and we'll start with the first down. They'll go to the ground. Defense is there to greet him again, and they are ready, and he has found nowhere to run tonight. They had this drive going, but they face a 2nd and 15. Looking to fire. Unloads to the right. He's got it. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down.
Offenses are doing such a great job now with putting so many wide receivers on the field that they get good matchups and they just attack you to make big plays.
And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him, getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple of games.
Trying to find the end zone. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one.
Well, short completion setting up third down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
They keep nudging it closer, but now it's 3rd and goal from the 1. He'll sneak it. A field goal really doesn't do much for you in this situation, so they'll go for it. Sneak gets it done.
In a 4th and goal situation, bring in the beef, the goal line package, all the heavy guys, the tight ends, and just pound the rock when you need it. Running back falling forward, getting the touchdown. Offense just went big on your booty.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. Splits the uprights. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Kentucky is in trouble right now, and unless something drastic changes, we're looking at Wildcat on the menu tonight in Lexington.
The deficit is huge. This one is all but over, but they'll keep trying and line up for the onside kick. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd.
38, Seton Hill University, 20.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute there.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game, now on 2nd down. To the air, it's Bland. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Rolling, throwing, looking right. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down. 4th quarter, huge lead. I'm not really sure why you need to take that kind of shot.
You don't. You definitely don't need to. You can run the clock. You can run the football. You can make sure that you're playing it safe and conservative, or you can just go for rub it in your face, eat that. You know, I don't like the other coach.
Fires to the big fella. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
Offense facing.
That is how you play defense. You drop back, you let him catch the football, you go attack, you don't let him break tackles. Really nice execution by the defense.
The Wolverines will punt this one away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. And what a drive that was the last time they had it, basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it falls incomplete, but that could have been disastrous. A defender was right there. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. Using the quick game. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. 3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking deep down the right side. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. The Sun Devils want to move quickly. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And this defense's head is... He gets it down to the 27.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
Finds his tight end. Breaks into the open. Couldn't quite get it into the end zone. He goes out of bounds at the 3, but they are in business. And the Sun Devils are marching down the field. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Sun Devils! I can hear the defensive coordinator in the next booth yelling, "Wrap up! You have to wrap up!"
Bring your feet. 4 points of contact. You hear all those stuff from your defensive coaches. But you know what? Sometimes the guy's just better than you. He makes a play and gets in the end zone.
Snaps it in the shotgun. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
Yeah, and the defense comes up with the stop, and you just wonder, the analytics world and all that stuff, that whatever the card says to do, you're supposed to do. I wonder if they were listening to that card.
He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
Motion from the wideout. Dropping back, it's Bland. Under fire. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. And what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game.
When you talk about versatility at the running back spot, you got to talk about this guy in the conversation. He already has caught a touchdown in this one. They're still trying to throw him the football. That one goes incomplete, but I would keep this up if I'm on offense.
Third play of the drive, and they need to take advantage of this field position by making something happen on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Pulls it in. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7.
Well, this offense has just been dialing up explosive play after explosive play. That's a big part of why they have a huge lead at this point. Even in the fourth quarter with that lead, they are still taking shots. They are still being aggressive, pedal to the metal.
And the Wolverines line it up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater.
Man, that's the advantage of having a good coaching staff to teach these players in this type of situation with the lead late in the game. You want to stay in the field of play and keep the clock ticking. They do that after that nice run.
They'll try it again from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on 3rd here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these down.
Touchdown, Michigan! And the route is on. They extend the lead here in the 4th, and after stumbling early, about to push their record to 3-1. That one might have put the finishing touches on this game.
This one is over. Game, set, match. The defense had a chance to maybe kind of keep their team in it, but the offense said, take it to the locker room.
And he knocked that one right down the middle. some extra work as this lead has really grown. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Catch inside the 30 and still running. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Wants to pass. And he throws another interception. His third one of the night. He's inside the 40. The 20.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to...